Hi everybody, it's Kadia. Welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. We just finished the vault on EOS and we are ready to go set up our outpost. One thing you might notice right away, the clouds in the sky have cleared right away as soon as we activated the vault, but also we're not getting a radiation warning because that's already started to clear up. Also that could probably, actually let's get outside the range of the thing here. Oh, no, there it is. Sorry, that was the forward station. I was about ready to be so happy about that too. That's already clear radiation. No, it's the forward station. Silly forward station. Okay, so let's go set up our outpost. Is there anything else to do here? What's this? Oh, research project. Minerals, that's on a level 3 radiation area. Okay, yeah, no, we just have to go set up our outpost. Come on. The Nomad can sometimes be sluggish when you're trying to turn it. Already set up this forward station? Yeah, that's right.
Cat ahead. They appear to be fighting a Krogan.
Is that Drac?
Ryder, about time you joined the party.
Sorry, we were busy. Come on, recharge. Thank you. Oh, hi! Stop it.
That's it, kid. Keep it up. Good one.
Squish! Come out of there.
That fight was fun.
You're telling me?
You can really handle yourself, kid. And I hear you're the one to thank for clearing up the sky. Had your number all wrong.
You're not so bad yourself, old man. Maybe we should work together after all.
This fight was pretty good, but you're still Nexus and green as a Drell.
Ouch.
Still, something tells me you've got potential. Be ashamed to waste that. I mean, just point me to your ship and try to keep up.
The first colonists sent audio logs about these regions back to the Nexus.
And?
Fairwinds Basin. Lowest radiation count in the area. Little bit of hope.
We can work with that.
This is where we'll build our new outpost. A real beginning.
Prepping deployment order. You must choose what purpose this new outpost will serve.
The Nexus doesn't get a say?
Resources are at a crisis point. Protocol states this judgment call falls to the Pathfinder. With current supplies, you could build a military outpost focusing on defense and militia training. Alternatively, a scientific outpost could advance the initiative's research and discoveries.
I'm choosing this outpost's direction for decades. Maybe centuries.
That is the prime responsibility of a Pathfinder. Be advised that the first outpost placed by a Pathfinder will be a statement in itself. Fair or not, Your choice will represent the initiative and its intentions in Andromeda. Consider carefully.
Prioritize research and discovery. That's our foundation. And our future.
Orders prepped. Ready on your signal.
Andromeda Initiative, this is Ryder. Pathfinder.
EOS is ready for deployment.
Copy that. Outpost block inbound. And ready as hell. August Bradley, operational head for this block. Mayor now, I suppose. We're ready to make the most of what you delivered.
And they got those landing pads up in a hurry, before the shuttles got here even.
I feel like I should toss you the keys. Be nice. It's been through a lot.
Understood. Prodromos. That's what we're calling her.
They're eager. I haven't seen eager for months. EOS is far from golden. But now it's a producer. A real and reasonable first step. They think you did the impossible. The Nexus. I warned them, hoping was irresponsible. You proved me wrong, Pathfinder.
What are you playing at? Seems like being my friend is suddenly valuable.
Fair assumption. The reality, Ryder? You bought us time. But one outpost on a long-shot planet won't stop us from starving. You already have a lead on something else?
The nav point from the vault.
Now it gets complicated. The others are ready to officially sanction your efforts, to be a part of your success. We all want the initiative to succeed, but after failing for so long, no one agrees on how to do it. Be aware, that's all.
Oh, I still wanna. Do.
Don't worry. I majored in glad handing during Pathfinder training.
We're led by the best. Talk to Bradley. Later, we'll go over the extended job of Pathfinder. Until then, Tan's waiting on the Nexus.
And all sorts of rotations going on in the legs. Okay, so I just I edited it out, but I ended up spending everybody's skill points. Let me get into this for just a second. Get into Cora or Vetra, because it's not Cora. There's gonna get words. You're going to get to a point in the game where you have put every point possible into your squad mates' points. You have everything, every single skill maxed out, and you're going to have 30 points or so left over that you cannot do anything with. So don't worry about doing with this skill, doing with that one. If you can put a point somewhere, put a point somewhere with your squad mates, because it does not matter in the long run. You're going to max everything out anyway. Okay. I didn't want this here. The Nomad's here anyway. And the Nomad was right there. Okay, let's head down. Let's see our
Radiation levels
outpost.
have spiked, Pathfinder.
Let's start with these two buildings out
Radiation
here.
levels normal.
Because they're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Brakes! Aw. Missed the stairs. Research center, so there's nothing scannable in here? Right? Right. Okay.
Someone left a warning. Looks like a work crew thinks they can take control of the remnant.
That's an incredibly bad idea.
Work crew rosters are posted publicly.
The datapad mentioned medbay. A little work, we could find where to catch up with them.
Okay, where these people are is in a level 3 radiation area, so we're not going to be able to go anywhere near this for a while. One thing I am going to do, though, because I can. I'll go back here. Alright, so when you have a forward base, this is an outpost base, I guess, instead of a forward base, but when you have one of these in an outpost, you can use it as a, where to go? As a research center. You can do your research from here. Alright, we're going to change the loadout. You, out. Okay, that's better. Oh. Can I get track? Let's check that. Yeah, can't get Drac. I'm fine with Vetra. Okay, let's go see our buildings. Nothing's scannable.
Sorry it came to this, Pathfinder.
Sorry it came to what? What did you do? Is there another building over there? No, it's the water tank? Oh good, they fixed this guy.
Everyone thinks that at first. The doctors have a name for it by now. He just needs time.
No, they didn't fix this guy. Okay, he's still talking to himself. Ooh, a Hyperion model. Hi, Vetra. They did fix the movements on that particular colonist, but apparently he's still talking to himself.
Hello, Pathfinder. Hello, Kim Connor. Supplies, trade, procurement. Anything you need, I can provide. Though you do have the Queen Quartermaster beside you.
You know Vetra?
Back on the Nexus, Connor worked with me to get everything for the Tempest.
But I need ground under my feet, and soon hopefully trade will flourish on Eos.
So how did you end up here, Connor?
Me? You're the Grand Explorer. I fill out requisition forms.
Really? Everyone here has some kind of story.
I left mine back home. Or... Still... Ask me another time.
Is Eos trading with any new partners?
Right now, just the Nexus, but I have contracts with Wildcat salvages and independent miners. There will be more.
Does the outpost have everything it needs?
The Nexus furnished us with the basics, but that isn't enough for a home. Providing the rest is my responsibility. The labs can't work without good logistics. They'll have it.
You said you know Vetra. What's she really like?
Not a word, Connor.
As you like. Of course, you can't always be listening.
See you later.
Be well. Come back again.
Whoops. That was H, not N. Nope, that's just a red light. Oop, there's a container. Yeah.
Sunlight to wake up to. This will be great.
Enjoy it. I'll be up all night collecting moisture readings.
Try not to step on somebody's bed here.
After a long day.
No kidding. If I study one more specimen today, I'll fall asleep on it. Already getting requests from the Prodromos labs.
We came to explore and learn. That's who we are.
Took a peek at the plans for the Prodromos research labs. Shiny.
You haven't got a fuel cell, have you? The quartermaster says there's plenty, but she would. Wait. Oh, shit, you're the Pathfinder. Sorry, no one said VIPs were coming by.
I'm just Ryder. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. I'm Fox, chief engineer for Prodromos. Anything you need, ask away.
Wait, I'm confused. So somehow you thought a guy in heavy armor was, you know, this kind of armor was somehow somebody who worked for you?
What are the other outpost staff like?
Like Connor, you mean? She's pretty fun when you get to know her. Just don't get to know her over a poker game. Trust me.
What do you think about your new home?
First impressions? We've got water, clear skies for solar power, plants to farm. The Remnants are a wild card, but Bradley says you have them covered. It'll take work, no question, but I think EOS is really going to be something.
What do you do here?
My team gets things going. Water, power, communications, everything a civilization needs. Well, not laws or a constitution, but it's easier to concentrate on those when you got a flushing toilet.
Fair enough.
What brought you all the way to Andromeda?
There's a colony back home you've never heard of. Viridis. It failed. Hard. I grew up there watching things fall apart. When I left, I got into infrastructure, civil engineering. Boring stuff unless you've ever lived without it. I wanted to do Viridis right, I guess. And the initiative was my best chance.
Bye, Fox.
Have a good one.
Work rosters. That datapad mentioned the name Jennings. Here, Axel Jennings. Assigned to set up weather monitoring devices all over the desert. Too many locations to check them all. We need to narrow it down.
your shuttle gets eaten by space whales, don't say I didn't warn you.
It's true. We saw them already. Nothing there. Okay. There is a merchant here if we need to get rid of anything. Let's see if she's got anything. No. Okay. We're about to go back to the Tempest, and there's a merchant kiosk in the research room. Oh hey, was that a thing I just passed up? No. Okay. Ah.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Mayor Bradley.
Pathfinder, good to see you. We're busy as anything thanks to you. Bit dusty, but we can adapt. It's worth it when it's your own.
Let's not drive people too hard. Rough enough getting this far.
Nothing you see here came from cracking a whip. Everyone is just ready. You go do what you need to on the Nexus. Follow that dot. There will be more to do on EOS later. Some key positions: Connor Supply, Ramirez Medical, Abrams Science, Fawkes Engineering. With them and my Major Domo, we won't end up like Site 1 and 2.
The first two outposts didn't have a chance. It was clear to everyone on the ground.
I saw the brief. I'm making sure every one of our people is eyes wide. You changed this planet, but that doesn't make it easy. We'll use the efforts of those who went before. Good people, every last one. I'd have been honored to fail with any of them.
I haven't reached the end of that trail, but not everyone died outright.
Right. They tell me there were staggered evacs. If any want to try again, they're welcome. Oh, and Pathfinder, this is for you. It's our flag. Hang it where the Nexus can see. It's touched the soil of our first outpost in Andromeda. Make it real.
Can you talk to him?
For the Nexus must be waiting, Pathfinder. Relax. There will be more for you on EOS after you get back.
Just looking for a status report. Informal, of course.
Not much to report. We're making life up as we go.
What can you say about the Prodromos block?
Exacting bunch, as the science types always are. We'll eventually allow the staking of claims for groups with enough startup resources. Not quite gold rush, not quite land grants. Honored to lead them for as long as they need me.
Tell me about yourself.
August Bradley, retired from the Alliance. I keep the discipline, but not so much the doctrine. I joined the initiative because it's a frontier. Not a lot of those left. Not that you can reach on my pension anyway.
Any family?
A niece on Earth. We didn't talk after my sister passed.
It's a shame we drift apart like that.
Yes, well, we stay out of people's grief.
And we're gonna leave it there.
What's behind naming the outpost Prodromos?
It means forerunner. Languages bore the shit out of me, but we voted fair. That ownership is key to the initiative. That's how you convince a bunch of civilians to jump galaxies. As long as we meet our obligations to the Nexus, what we build and how we organize, we get to figure it out.
Any insights about the people running the show from the Nexus?
I only work with Addison. She's by the book, and with all the shit that happened, that's to her credit.
And the others?
I only work with Addison.
So your job doesn't require the others? Or do you intentionally avoid them?
The initiative was smart enough to limit the obstacles between its people and jobs that need doing. Outposts deal with Addison. She deals with the others. And I don't envy her.
We'll talk another time.
Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Right, there's 3 rooms in here. I will forget.
Hello there. Ah, Pathfinder. I hear you're to thank for a physics-defying atmosphere processor.
That's me. I'm Ryder.
Hanley Abrams, Director of Scientific Research on EOS, and writer of papers that start what the hell weather. But, new galaxy, new world, and a really new start. Gotta keep up. How can I help you?
What kind of research are you working on?
Your basic first in scientific work, soil, water, atmospherics, plus studying remnant tech, because now I need to understand that to survive here. But Miss, PB's notes have been very handy. Thank you.
No problem.
Activating that vault changed the planet. Anything to worry about?
Considering it's world-altering technology we've never encountered before, I hope not. But the storms show no signs of returning, and I know who to contact for remnant tech support. I'll take it.
What do you make of Lieutenant Bradley?
Determined as hell. And he has incredible faith in us to get this done. Bradley would carry this outpost on his back if he had to, and we'll make sure he never has to.
I've got to go.
Keep up the good work.
Pathfinder, mind giving me your opinion on this? I'm planning classes for our first school, when we have one. Some say we shouldn't teach Milky Way history. All irrelevant now, apparently.
What is this guy doing? No, it still matters.
We were all shaped by that history. Our children deserve to know how and why.
Agreed. Maybe you'll change a few minds. Thanks for stopping.
Okay, let's see if they fixed Mr. Glitchy over here. Nope.
Pathfinder, over here. Pathfinder, Major Domo Evan Bell Scott. I have headaches so you don't have to. Rather, so Bradley doesn't have to. I've also coordinated with your Ket expert. He wanted me to remind you to find him.
I didn't assign a Ket expert to Prodromos.
Then he's a hell of a self-motivator. Here's the nav anyway. Precision is important.
Oh man, I hope they get this guy fixed in the next update.
Any trouble with the Ket?
Clearing the sky cleared it for the bad guys as well as us. So some uptick in hostility was to be expected. We've some tricks up our sleeves, thanks to the research teams. That only goes so far. Your expert is still out there. He'd have more current information than I.
How did you come to the initiative?
Like many, I was lost and looking for a purpose. That sounds loftier than it felt at the time. I was an insufferable ass. The training for the trip was probably enough to cure me of it. But I always took things too far. Didn't know how to stop alienating people until I was the alien. See? Still insufferable.
Oh, BioWare, please get to this guy.
Sounds like you left some interesting circumstances.
I miss the family, and maybe they miss me. But that doesn't mean I'd go back. I mean, we can't, but still. I like where I came from. It's a great place to be from. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I liked where I was. There were other things that brought us here.
Not me. Eyes on distant stars. Always have been.
Where'd you launch out of?
The pale blue dot. Terra Prime. Big old boring Earth. I miss that wet dog smell after the first snow melts. I don't know why. What about you? Miss anything?
I haven't actually seen this one yet. Let's see what this says.
Oh, you know, I miss not risking death every 5 minutes, saving lives, that sort of thing. Bet you hear that a lot.
Sure, Pathfinder. All the time.
Another time.
Of course.
What? No.
What do you need, Pathfinder?
Thoughts on how the outpost is doing? The planet?
Stellar. We keep it up, we'll make this world look like the brochures.
Thoughts on your boss?
The old man. He's pretty tied into what happens here. I just pick up the day-to-day scraps. Good at cracking the whip for these science types. Doesn't fall for the details. I hope he's proud. Feels like he's proud.
Anything need doing? I'm here. I can help.
There is something that bothers me. You catalog those who died at Promise and Resilience. A grim task I don't envy. But it's not enough. The numbers, I mean, between the living and the accounted dead, there should be more.
I was thorough. Could the cat have taken them?
I don't know. But in this matter, perhaps above all others, precision is important. Check the personnel console. I've noted some possibilities. And you're in the best position to verify them.
Okay, now we're done with this guy.
Another time.
Of course.
Man, he is twitchy. Okay, so we talked to this guy. The third floor. I think there's stairs. Yeah, there's stairs right there.
This definitely treated wounds caused by a remnant. That datapad said the work crew tried to control them.
Sand particles were removed from the wound. Analyzing. Comparing with locations from the work roster, it's likely the injury occurred near a monolith.
Let's go.
Talk to the doctor in a second. Ruckus sounds like a fun guy. Ugh. Showed an allergic reaction to anesthetic. Oh man.
August said you might swing by. Ryder, yes? Dr. Ramirez. Run the clinic here on EOS. Much better than life as an Alliance medic.
Good to meet you.
I'll guess you're not here for a checkup. How can I help you?
What's it like living in our first successful outpost?
It's early days, but promising. Everyone pitches in, everyone matters. We know we'll make this work.
Why did you join the Andromeda Initiative?
I served in the Alliance as a medic, but let's say I saw one Batarian slave raid too many. I knew August, Bradley, and when he signed on to the initiative, suggested I consider it. This seemed like a better frontier.
What's the latest from your clinic?
Usual checkups for first-in colonists. Plus a few cases of dehydration and some blindness. Nothing serious.
Nothing serious? Like a guy with multiple leg fractures that's allergic to anesthetic that you had to have 3 people hold down while you set the leg? Okay.
What do you think of Bradley?
I've known him for years. I was the squad medic when he was injured, and we kept in touch after his discharge. He's a smart fellow, a good lieutenant, but a better mayor. And it bugs him when I call him August. So I restrict myself to 2-3 times a day.
I'll leave you to it.
Come back anytime. Preferably unhurt.
There's some ore right here. If I remember right, you can't get into this one yet. Yeah, that's right. Okay, there's a terminal over here by the... Oh, is this a dock over here? Let's not run over Bradley. Okay. Back up. Okay, map. What do we have here? Oh, hey, look at that. Let's... Okay. So the work crew trying to control the remnant, that can wait. Because if I remember right, where they are eventually is out here, and it's a level 3 radiation area, so we can't get to them right now. But we can do those. We can go check this stuff out. Oh yeah, we have to go back to Site 2 anyway. Alright, let's fast travel back to Promise. No, don't waypoint. Yes.
Hard lessons we can't forget.
We knew Promise would die. All we could do is watch it happen.
Oops. Let's go forward with this instead of backwards. Oh, come on, let's go.
Shuttle dust off? Then there's at least one unaccounted for?
Uncertain, all shuttles that didn't follow standard escape procedures were assumed destroyed.
Assumed. So there's a chance.
Recording Initiative Cryo-Identification E-97 Durango. Chief Engineer Grace Leto.
Last one out during the evac.
Didn't want to go, but ran out of things to try.
She still left. Some of us kept trying.
Easy peasy. Oh, this way. Come on. Right, we have to go here.
That body. What happened?
A scan might help us figure that out.
Still haven't fixed that. One problem that is pretty...
Resilience. Promise. Or like death and starvation.
Well, I know who's not naming our next outpost.
So one problem that they do have with the game is that every time, and it's still, even after the patch, every time you drive by a quest objective, they will still tell you about it, even if you've already finished the quest, or like that body where we already know it's been pummeled to death, we've already scanned it, we've already beaten the fiend that beat the guy to death, but we're still getting, oh, you should scan that thing. Well, that was, what, 5 hours ago? Okay, let's get this back here.
The engineers knew their stuff. Let's get these to a research station.
Now, let's get these to a research station. Makes you think that there is another step to this, but there isn't. That's where the quest ends. If you go to a research station, there is nothing. I won't say there's nothing. There's nothing new. It doesn't unlock anything new. It's just, you go and visit your research station. Okay, well, there's another couple of evac points out this way. Alright, there's one up here. It's in a high radiation area, but we can get to it.
I met your sister on the Nexus. She's really...
Chatty, bouncy, irritating.
Yeah. I don't know anyone like that. She said you raised her?
Well, I tried. She was a handful.
What was it?
Just couldn't wait to be a mom? Excuse me?
Never mind.
Way to go, PB. Okay, I'm gonna stop it here because this, like I said, is in a level 3 radiation area. You can get to this one. Let me do this so we can see where we are. Okay, there's Site 1, Site 2 is down here, we're out here. Like I said, this is a level 3 area right in here. You can get to this if you are really, really quick. But even then, the Nomad is really going to take a beating. So we're going to get as close to this as we can. Actually, we're going to take out this Karkin running around first. There we go. Make sure there's nothing else. Okay, we're gonna drive right up next to this thing, scan, and get the hell back in the Nomad and back up.
This is from Resilience? Just looked like scrap, but it could be evacuees.
Unknown. More data is required.
You'll have it.
Okay, there's two.
Think they'll ever try moving back in here?
Okay, the attack is coming together. A shuttle goes low to escape Ket, scoops up stragglers. Then what?
Uncertain. My predictive model needs another data point.
Okay, we're gonna fast travel back to Promise. We're gonna go up the hill. There was a memory trigger for Sam right up here, and it's in the same spot. Oh, really? It just went on top of the Nomad? Oh, there's a lot of these things.
Got them all. Rogue shuttle escapes the Ket, but gets damaged and can't reach the Nexus. So where is it?
Final data point confirms a Turian evasive pattern, projecting orbital vectors.
Good, because we're not giving up on these people.
Is that everything we can do right now? Yes, it is. Alright, let's head back. Okay, that's everything. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, or constructive feedback, feel free to leave that in the comments section below. If you have any, if you would like to see more of this kind of content, or if you would like to receive notifications for when the rest of this goes online, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Happy gaming!